Hi. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you everyone for coming down to our first ever comedy spotlight. So we're the improv comedy conglomerate. We normally do improv, but tonight we're trying to mix it up a bit. We've got stand-up and short comedic sketches, and we'll have improv right after our intermission. Alright, so we're gonna have 3 different types of comedy all coming at you tonight. Okay? Woo! Thank you for the very new Patrick Harris Tony Awards opening, but unfortunately I do not have an opening number for you. But we can start with our very first stand-up act, making his stand-up debut. Well, it's not really a debut because he already messed up Valentine's Day, but please welcome to the stage our first stand-up comedian, Dennis Chia!
Hello, so I have the dubious honor of opening the set. Normally the opening act is considered the privileged position, but I have a suspicious feeling they put me on first because I will set the bar so low that all your sketches will look very good. But I trust that won't be the case. Yeah, it's okay, it's funny anyways, it's all good, I promise, all good. So, Chinese New Year, how was everyone Chinese New Year? Maria, I know you visited. Zodiac animal this year is? The ram or goat, okay, Westerners and their family. Okay. Year of the goat, I know, I work in advertising, they call it year of the sheep or ram or something. I don't know why it's a goat, they call it a goat. But anyway, so do you know any of the other 11 animals of the zodiac calendar? No, because I think everyone, when they realize, when all the 12 different animals, they always have a favorite one. The one that they wish they were born in the year of. Right? No? Dragon. Yes, dragon, right? Dragon, right? Are you year of the dragon? Do you wish you were year of the dragon? No. Why not? Okay, joke fail. Okay, next one. Anyway, the reason I made this joke because I feel that the year that you're born in, or zodiac calendar, severely affects your personality, which is kind of weird. From my own family, my younger sister was born in the year of the monkey, and in primary school she joined the school gymnastics team. And my father and I are both born in the year of the horse, and I think it's quite evident that both, I'm quite a stallion, right? It's a good joke, guys. It's a good joke. So anyway, in Chinese New Year tradition, Maria, do you ever get to cross the Yu Sheng? You guys should target another international. Okay, other international. Okay, oh my god, Alex, right? No! Shucks, what's your name, huh? You cruel man, okay. With the tossing of the fish salad, Yu Sheng, Chinese New Year. Okay, anyway, so it's a very interesting tradition. So a bunch of us will gather in the family's place and then we'll just have this giant raw fish salad and we'll keep bringing it up with chopsticks. And there's this little mini rivalrous, my diction is bad, competition between our cousins and I. It always happens, and it's a battle of the Chenyu, or Chinese idioms. So Chinese idioms like things like fu bu, gao shen, did I get it right? Yeah, which means that I'm wishing you good health. Sorry, I failed my Mandarin in O-levels. Okay, yeah, so we have like Chinese idioms like fu bu, gao shen, or nian nian yu yu. My Mandarin is not that good, like fu bu, gao shen. Which means good health to everyone, right? Okay guys, okay, I shall cut my idiom, okay? Second idiom, nian nian yu yu, right? Every year got fish, right? Okay, apparently my case. So anyway, a battle of Chinese idioms, and there's always that one person who doesn't know any Chinese idioms and end up saying, yeah, that's me. You end up saying variations of the word happy. You're like, kai kai xing xing, 快快乐乐, which literally is happy, 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 happy. But there was, and it was 1 year I was decided, no, I'm going to win this little battle of the idioms, right? So I researched a very obscure and profound Chinese idiom, and I knew all my cousins who studied higher Chinese and were very smug and always came out with stuff like super profound, like 唇亡齿寒枕齿寒. Right? 唇亡齿寒, which means that the death of the lips means coldness to the teeth. You love the roof of your house so much that you love the crows that crap on your roof. and if you're wondering why these Chinese idioms come out when we're tossing the yusheng, because my cousins are just very competitive and they want to show off that they are the best at Chinese, right? Especially my cousin Benjamin. But he's always a bit of cock. That's because he's born in the year of the rooster. Anyway, there was this 1 year. That year I was prepared. I had a game plan. They gave all their Chenyu's, and slowly they ran out, right? Slowly. And everyone was quiet for a while, and then I was there smiling. And of course, cousin Benjamin looked at me and said, "Why, Dennis, you got Chenyu? Anything I ain't happy, not?" I got 凤毛麟角. Wow. Anyone know what that means? Not any of the people here, locals? You know what? What's your high Chinese name? No. This is why, even though my Chinese not so good, I can come up with 凤毛麟角. People think I'm very cultured. Right? So anyway, it's used to describe a person. When you describe a person, 他真的很凤毛麟角. What you mean to say is that his character is of such outstanding quality that is as rare as a phoenix feather and a unicorn's horn. So, internationals, if you want to go back and impress people of Chinese idioms, say 凤毛麟角. It's amazing, right? It sounds so profound. Now, speaking of Chinese idioms, right? It is also very useful when you get into arguments, right? Especially with feminists. Okay, guys. Funny, I know I'm a I promise. Okay, so I was having conversation with a group of feminists, and then one of them was saying, why is it that men are so intimidated by strong, independent women, right, with many sexual partners? And then they were complaining about men not taking them seriously, so on and so forth. Well, why men don't want to date us? Then in my mind, I was like screaming like, if a man doesn't want to be with a slut, he doesn't have to be with a slut. But of course, I'm learning that you can't call women slut. Slowly. Slut is a bad word. I said slut is a bad word, okay? But so instead, I decided the way to make my point more flowery, is by, I just went, you know, it's often said, it is better to marry the girl who has loved one man 10,000 times than it is to marry the girl who has loved 10,000 men once. Sounds profound, right? Doesn't it sound like it could be a Chinese idiom? Something like 女取万世 or something like that, right? Sometimes all of those words will come into the Chinese idiom. So when they asked me, oh, that sounds very profound, where do you hear that from? And I said, oh, my grandmother told me. It's an ancient idiom from the Song dynasty. Okay, that's it for the family jokes. Okay, so courts. How many of you here have been there? Courts. Courts. Maggie, I hope it's the right kind of courts. Because you're an international student, right? But you know it's the departmental store, right? Departmental store. You didn't sell bubblegum or anything, right? Good. Okay, so anyway, courts is a departmental store, right? And then, so last December I was out with a special lady friend. We were walking through courts. Yeah.
So romantic.
at church. Okay, okay, so me and this specialty friend, we walked by all the selling the furniture, the refrigerator. Then at one section, there was this Xbox kiosk set up. Right, and there was this little kid. Hold on. Okay. There was this little kid playing this Xbox kiosk. It was against the AI, and then he looked very happy. Now it was very obvious he was playing the game on super easy mode, right? Because there's no way that India will be 3-0 up against Germany. Are there any Indian internationals in here? Sorry guys, I know you guys cricket, right? You're very good at cricket, but soccer for the American audiences, soccer, right? I don't like soccer. So I had this very weird thought in my mind, right, that started fermenting, and I thought, like, no kid should ever look so happy. And in my, of course, me being a stupid, naive male brain, I decided to tell my special lady friend, share with her that thought, and then she was like, oh, how can you think that? No, that's like so horrible and stuff. Yeah, but if you guys are wondering why I keep referring to this woman as my special lady friend, because the last time I did this joke, she told me that, oh, I don't want to keep a low profile, privacy and stuff. But I think that actually the real reason she doesn't want me to name her is because she was embarrassed to go out with me. Okay. Let's on a more cheery note, let's end my. I'm gonna end my bit with a little bit segment on death. Yeah. It's very cheery and funny. Okay. So recently I've been going back to church, but I've been wondering if all this theology really is true, what will happen to me after I die? Then I realized that I don't really believe God, I don't really worship Him, so chances are I won't go to heaven, right? But I think I'm quite a good person, so I probably won't go to hell. So I'm thinking, oh yeah, by the Christian doctrine, I will probably end up as a spirit wandering the earth for all eternity in this state of purgatory. And when I come to think of it, right, actually I think that's quite a good place to be. Right? Because just hear me out, no? Like, imagine you're a spirit, you're a ghost, right? Then you'll be going around everywhere, you can go to any country you want, and it doesn't depend on side funding or anything, right? So the first place I will visit is probably somewhere in Scotland, one of those old Scottish castles. Because you know, every time you see all those ghost hunters show, right? All the people with their equipment trying to catch a ghost, trying to all the EMF and stuff. Can you imagine if they're walking through a Scottish castle, all very old, they're like suits of armor around, like old portraits of like dead people, walking, and then suddenly they see me materializing like that. Hey, what are you doing in my castle? Please get out, please. It'll be very funny, just to throw them, right? Like, why is there an Asian being inside of it? They'll be so confused, right? But I know that's not very realistic because in the ghost economy, I probably couldn't afford a castle. No, I imagine there are also informal structures in the ghost economy. Probably there's like provisional license to haunt. Like Great Wall of China, but no, you have to wait until Mao Zedong finish haunting it, right? So I figure there's a very basic system in place to determine who gets to haunt where, right? And the thing about being dead and a ghost, right, is that you really have no excuse to be late for anything, right? Because like you can't say, oh, the traffic was horrible. I mean, you just rode through, right? Anyway, in this wonderful ghost purgatory world, I think I'll do a lot of things. I'll travel the world, of course, but I'll eventually come back to Asia, and I would like to set up probably ghost universities as well. Because by this time, there's probably like ghost NTU and ghost SMU. But there's no liberal arts ghost college, right? So yeah, I think I'll go there and set up like Ghost Yale-NUS. And the motto will be very simple. in Asia for the underworld. Yeah, guys, that's all from me tonight. Have a good rest of the evening.